Ever wonder why the Titanic was hailed as the unsinkable ship? It all starts with its grand design. The Titanic was a behemoth, one of the largest and most impressive ships of its era. It was like a floating city, capable of carrying over 3,500 passengers. But it wasn't just about size. The Titanic was a symbol of luxury, offering its wealthy passengers every conceivable comfort. From opulent staterooms to exquisite dining halls, it was the epitome of grandeur. But let's not forget what powered this colossal vessel. The Titanic was equipped with a unique reciprocity engine, a 12-meter-tall marvel fitted with cylinders each having a diameter of 2.7 meters. This engineering masterpiece allowed the Titanic to generate more steam power than any other ship of its time, consuming a whopping 610 tons of coal each day. The Titanic was a marvel of its time, a floating city that promised luxury and speed. April 10, 1912, a day etched in history. The Titanic embarks on its maiden voyage. From the bustling port of Southampton, the Titanic, a behemoth of steel and iron, set sail bound for the city that never sleeps, New York. The air was thick with anticipation, excitement, and a touch of trepidation. This was a journey like no other, aboard a ship like no other. The Titanic was more than just a vessel, it was a floating city, a testament to human ingenuity and ambition. On board were over 3,500 souls, each with their own dreams and aspirations. They ranged from the richest of the rich, basking in the luxurious cabins and enjoying the finest dining, to hopeful immigrants, seeking a new life in a new world. Regardless of their social standing, all shared a common thrill of being part of this historic journey. The crew, a well-oiled machine of more than 800 men and women, worked tirelessly to ensure a smooth journey. Confidence was high. After all, they were aboard the Titanic, the ship even God couldn't sink. The ship's heart, its reciprocity engine, stood 12 meters high, equipped with cylinders each with a diameter of 2.7 meters. It produced a staggering amount of steam power, consuming about 610 tons of coal each day. This was a ship built to conquer the waves and beat the clock. As the Titanic sliced through the icy Atlantic waters, the passengers reveled in the ship's grandeur, and the crew reveled in its power. The ship was making good time, and all seemed well. The journey was not just a voyage, it was a statement. A declaration that the Titanic was the fastest, the grandest, the most invincible ship in the world. Everything seemed perfect, but little did they know what fate had in store. The Titanic's journey, much like its life, was cut short by an unexpected adversary, an iceberg. In the early hours of April 15, 1912, the Titanic was sailing full steam ahead through the icy waters of the North Atlantic. The night was quiet, the ocean calm. However, beneath this tranquility lurked a silent danger, one that would prove fatal for the mighty vessel. The ship was moving at an impressive speed, a testament to its powerful engines. This speed, however, would become a double-edged sword. On one hand, it demonstrated the ship's advanced engineering and the ambition of its creators. On the other, it made the ship more vulnerable to the unforeseen dangers of the open sea. The crew, confident in the ship's capabilities, were unprepared for what lay ahead. The iceberg was not detected until it was too late. The lookout spotted the iceberg directly in the ship's path, but despite their attempts to steer clear, the Titanic was moving too fast to avoid a collision. The iceberg scraped against the side of the ship, its jagged edges ripping through the steel hull. The damage was catastrophic, breaching multiple compartments below the waterline. The crew's response was swift, but the damage was already done. The Titanic, the marvel of modern engineering, was mortally wounded. The collision with the iceberg exposed a harsh reality. Despite all its grandeur and technological advancements, the Titanic was not invincible. It was a ship, a human creation, susceptible to the same dangers as any other vessel. In their quest for speed and luxury, the creators of the Titanic had overlooked the unpredictable and unforgiving nature of the sea. The iceberg collision was a stark reminder of the power of nature. It showed that no matter how advanced our technology becomes, we are still at the mercy of the natural world. In the face of nature's might, even the unsinkable Titanic was helpless. The Titanic, once a symbol of human ingenuity and power, now lay helpless against the icy waters of the Atlantic. The grandeur of the ship, once a testament to the marvels of human invention, now stood as a stark reminder of our fallibility. The collision with the iceberg had set a disastrous chain of events into motion. The ship's hull, though designed to withstand the harshest of sea conditions, was now breached, allowing the freezing waters of the Atlantic to seep in. On board, the atmosphere was one of shock and disbelief. The Titanic, dubbed as unsinkable, was doing the unthinkable. As the reality of the situation began to dawn, the ship's corridors filled with a sense of panic and chaos. The women and children first policy was put into action as lifeboats began to be launched. But the Titanic was ill-prepared for a disaster of this scale. The ship, built to accommodate over 3,500 passengers, was equipped with lifeboats for less than half that number. As the ship began to tilt, the scramble for lifeboats turned desperate. People clung on to whatever they could, praying for a miracle. Yet the lifeboats launched were not filled to capacity, a decision that would later be heavily criticized. In the early hours of April 15, 1912, the Titanic plunged into the icy depths of the Atlantic, taking with it over 1,500 lives. The unsinkable had sunk, and the world watched in horror and disbelief. The sinking of the Titanic was not just the sinking of a ship, it was the sinking of faith and technology, the sinking of an era of optimism, and the sinking of a symbol of human achievement. A tragedy of this magnitude begs the question, what went wrong? The Titanic's sinking wasn't just a result of an iceberg collision, it was a series of unfortunate events and decisions. Let's delve into the various factors that contributed to the sinking. The ship's design, while grand and innovative, was not without its flaws. The Titanic was built to be an unsinkable city on water, a testament to the triumph of human engineering. However, this monstrous marvel had its Achilles heel. The ship's hull was divided into 16 compartments, designed to be watertight. Yet the walls of these compartments did not extend all the way up. In the event of a breach, water could spill from one compartment to another, much like an overflowing ice tray. Then there was the crew's negligence. The Titanic was racing against time, its creators eager to prove it was the fastest ship in the world. This led to a disregard for safety, with the crew ignoring multiple iceberg warnings. The ship was moving at near full speed when the iceberg was spotted, leaving little time to avoid the collision. The inadequate safety measures further added fuel to the fire. The Titanic was equipped with lifeboats that could carry just over half of the passengers on board. This was a result of a miscalculation, a belief that the ship was virtually unsinkable, and a desire to maintain the ship's aesthetic appeal. The lifeboats were seen as a necessary formality rather than a genuine safety measure. In addition, the Titanic's radio operators were primarily focused on transmitting passenger messages rather than receiving iceberg warnings. The ship's lookout, too, was not equipped with binoculars, a standard piece of equipment. These factors, coupled with the ship's speed and the iceberg's unexpected location, created a perfect storm that led to the tragic sinking of the Titanic. The Titanic's sinking was a harsh reminder of human fallibility, even in the face of great technological advancements. It's a reminder that, no matter how advanced our creations, we must always prioritize safety and heed the warnings that nature provides. The Titanic's story doesn't end with its sinking. It lives on, a symbol of human ambition and its tragic consequences. The aftermath of the Titanic's sinking was a turning point in maritime history, prompting a swift and significant overhaul of safety measures and laws. The International Convention for the Safety of Life at Sea was established in 1919, leading to the creation of an international ice patrol to monitor iceberg threats and the requirement for sufficient lifeboats on all ships. The Titanic's legacy also permeates our culture, an enduring fascination rooted in its grandeur, tragic end, and the mysteries that surround it. From films to books and exhibitions, the Titanic continues to captivate and intrigue, a poignant reminder of human vulnerability and the cost of overconfidence. The Titanic, a testament to human ambition and folly, remains a poignant reminder of the cost of hubris. Its story, a chilling echo from the depths of the ocean, continues to resonate a century later.